Good evening once again. The Trump administration's Liberation Day right around the corner tonight, with the president planning to roll out a new set of tariffs on imported goods tomorrow.
Now, we know many of you keeping a close eye on this, wondering how could this impact everything from your family budget to the stock market. The
new taxes will join a lengthy list of tariffs already in place. We continue to follow that fallout and how people here are preparing for more changes come Wednesday.
Our 7 News team has spent the past several months amplifying voices of Western New York business owners, many of them working in industries that rely on foreign imports, now the target of Trump's tariff plans.
Here's what some have told us, including one voice who believes the tariffs could actually have a positive impact on their bottom line.
Well, it'll affect our business directly. Over 90% of our inventory is imported EU wines. It essentially would put the nail in the coffin for our business.
But I think the main thing is the cost of new cars have just gone off the chart, and it's going to get worse before it gets better.
There's only so much we can eat before we have to, push that off to the consumer on the shelf. That's something obviously we don't want to do when we've already had to raise prices and we're already working on really tight margins.
I think it'll help American companies because we're always trying to get back to where we were.
So that last person that you heard from, that's the owner of Elma's Made in America store. The products, they're all made in the U.S., which the president is hoping these tariffs can push more people toward buying.
And we have even more voices to share with you now to help us all better understand how businesses feel about these tariffs and what kind of financial impact you could experience.
7 News reporter Derek Hyde bringing us voices from the liquor and lumber industries tonight.
And I'm not even sure I can pay that bill, to tell the truth.
Countless Western New York businesses are anxiously awaiting clarity about expected tariffs levied on imports into the U.S., which are expected to start April 2nd. So how will that impact us here? President Trump threatened 25% tariffs on almost all imports coming in from Canada. Those tariffs expected to expand across major industries like steel and lumber.
We've been preparing for a few years, actually, in anticipation of a potential Trump presidency again.
President Trump said the tariffs on Canadian lumber could be even higher than the standard 25%. But Vice President of Lenco, Steve Coppola, tells me he's optimistic it won't be that high.
Something along the lines of a 15 to 25% tariff is more likely, and we feel that we're prepared with the inventory we already have on hand. We've shifted probably from about 60 to 70% Canadian to about 40 to 50%, and the rest being stateside lumber at this point. We feel a lot better than we did a year or two ago.
But more tariffs could expand beyond our neighbors to the north.
Everything that we do currently is European.
Wine importer Daniel Chrisman is watching for a tariff on European alcohol. Just a few weeks ago, President Trump threatened a 200% tariff on European spirits in response to a now delayed European tariff on American whiskey.
At 200%, there's nothing I can do to absorb that. I mean, just add 200% to the price on your shelf. If a bottle's $50, what are you at? 150 is my math right there. 200%, 150 bucks. I think this is probably the last time I would be representing Cuvée Imports at this point with 200%.
And there's so much unknown in this process. Does that worry you guys at all?
It does make projecting budgets and inventory purchasing a lot more difficult.
There's certain industries that you shouldn't drag into a trade war.
All these businesses forced to sit and wait and see what tariffs might do to their business over the coming days. Derek Hyde, 7 News, Buffalo.